It vanished over 2,500 years ago. Kings searched for it. Empires fought over it. And today, no one knows where it is, but some believe it has already been found. This wasn't just a golden box. According to the Bible, it carried the presence of God. People believed it could stop rivers, destroy armies, and change the fate of nations. The Jordan River was overflowing. Crossing was impossible. Then the priests stepped forward carrying the ark. The moment their feet touched the water, something extraordinary happened. The river stopped, the water piled up, and an entire nation crossed on dry ground. Years later, another impossible challenge appeared. Jericho, a city protected by walls so massive they seemed invincible. No siege weapons, no army assault, only priests, trumpets, and the ark. The trumpets sounded, the people shouted, and the walls collapsed. Not damaged, not cracked, collapsed. The ark's legend grew. But its greatest mystery was still to come. For centuries, the ark remained at the center of Israel's worship, hidden inside the temple in Jerusalem, protected by priests, guarded behind sacred walls. Then everything changed. An empire was coming, an empire that would leave Jerusalem in ruins. The year was 586 BC. The Babylonian king attacked Jerusalem. The city's defenses collapsed. Flames consumed homes. Smoke filled the sky. The temple, the holiest place in Israel, was destroyed. After the conquest, Babylon carefully recorded the treasures taken from the temple: gold vessels, silver artifacts, sacred objects. Everything of value was listed. Everything, except one thing: the Ark of the Covenant. Think about that for a moment. The Ark was not an ordinary treasure. It was the most sacred object in the nation. If Babylon captured it, why wasn't it recorded? If it was destroyed, why was its destruction never mentioned? If it survived, who took it? Some researchers believe the priests saw the invasion coming. They knew Jerusalem would fall, and they made a desperate decision: hide the ark before the Babylonians arrived. But if that's true, where could they have hidden something so important? Beneath Jerusalem lies a maze of ancient tunnels, hidden chambers, forgotten passageways, and mysteries that remain unsolved. Some believe the ark never left the city at all, that it may still rest beneath Jerusalem, hidden just beyond human reach. Despite decades of searching, no verified discovery has ever been made. No photographs, no confirmed evidence, no ark, which raises a new question. What if everyone has been looking in the wrong place? Because the most famous theory takes us hundreds of miles away, to a country with a secret that has captivated the world for centuries. What if the ark never disappeared at all? What if it has been protected in secret for over 2,000 years? According to ancient Ethiopian tradition, the ark was taken during the time of King Solomon. They claim it was carried away by a mysterious figure connected to the royal court of Israel and brought safely into Ethiopia, where it has remained ever since. But here's the strange part. This story is not written in just one place. It appears in ancient texts, oral traditions, and religious records passed down for centuries. But the real mystery begins when we look at where it is said to be today. In the city of Aksum, Ethiopia, there's a small chapel unlike any other in the world. It is heavily guarded, surrounded by silence and mystery, because inside, according to tradition, the Ark of the Covenant is kept. But no ordinary person is allowed to see it. Not tourists, not archaeologists, not even world leaders. Only one single guardian, chosen for life, is allowed to enter. And what happens inside that chapel has never been independently verified. For generations, every guardian of the Ark is said to remain inside the chapel until death. They are never allowed to leave. They cannot speak freely about what they see. And when they die, another is immediately chosen to replace them. No photographs exist. No external inspections are allowed, which raises a terrifying question. What are they protecting so fiercely? But not everyone believes this story is true. Many historians argue the Ethiopian claim cannot be proven. They say there is no verified archaeological evidence, no scientific confirmation, only tradition. But believers argue something different. If the Ark truly carried divine power, would it even be allowed to be studied like a normal artifact? And so the debate continues, with no clear answer. But there is another theory, one far more controversial than Ethiopia, and it involves a prophet who may have hidden the Ark himself. For centuries, people have assumed the Ark was either lost, hidden, or taken. Ethiopia, Jerusalem, secret caves. Every theory assumes one thing, that the Ark physically still exists somewhere in the world. But there is another interpretation, one that changes the entire mystery. What if all the theories are wrong? Because one idea challenges everything we think we know. Some scholars argue the Ark was never meant to be treated like a normal object. It was described not just as a container, but as something that represented a divine presence. And in that view, it may not have been stolen or hidden at all. It may have simply disappeared from the physical world. Can something just stop existing in history? And this idea leads to a disturbing question. If the Ark was not taken by humans, then what actually happened in the moment it vanished? Why does every historical record suddenly go silent? Why is there no clear chain of custody after a certain point in time? It's as if history itself cuts off the story. What happened in the missing moment of history? And this missing moment leads to the biggest revelation. The truth may not be about location, but about perception, because every generation has searched for the Ark in one place. But what if the real mystery is not where it is, but what it became in history? And that question changes everything we thought we were searching for. Were we looking for the wrong kind of answer? So the real question is no longer where the Ark is, but whether it was ever meant to be found at all. Imagine for a moment, a sealed chamber is discovered deep underground. Archaeologists step inside. Their lights reveal ancient markings on the walls. And in the center of the room, a golden chest, covered in dust, untouched for thousands of years. Is this the moment everything changes? But no one knows what they are really looking at. If this was the Ark, it would rewrite history. Religions would respond. Scientists would debate it. Entire worldviews could be challenged. But here is the problem. No one can agree on what would even prove it is real. Would we even recognize the truth if we saw it? And that uncertainty leads to a deeper question. For over 2,500 years, people have searched, written theories, built legends, and told stories, but the Ark has remained silent. No confirmation, no denial, only mystery. Why has this mystery lasted so long? And maybe that silence is the answer itself. So what do you believe? Was the Ark destroyed in Jerusalem, hidden beneath the earth, protected in Ethiopia, or lost to something beyond history itself? One thing is certain, the mystery is not over. It's still alive, and maybe it was never meant to end. What do you think really happened?